Welcome to Mid-Card Meals, where I tackle recipes from pro wrestlers and pro wrestling cookbooks. Today, we're testing our luck of the Irish, sorry I couldn't help myself, from WWE The Official Cookbook from 2019, this is Sheamus Shamrock Shake, fella. This recipe calls for 1 can of Guinness, some heavy cream, a cup of chocolate chips, some mint chocolate chip ice cream, and for garnish, whipped cream and mint, which is not shown here, and I'll explain why in a moment. First things first, we've got to make a chocolate sauce. In a medium saucepan, start with a 1/4 cup of Guinness and 3/4 cup of heavy cream. Scald the mixture, but don't let it fully boil before adding the chocolate chips and taking it off the heat. Whisk until smooth and transfer to a pourable cup. Now for this recipe, I thought, well, it's an Irish coffee essentially, so let's class it up and get one of those actual Irish coffee cups. Turns out this recipe calls for a pint glass. Awesome. So pour a 1/4 cup of your warm chocolate sauce into the glass before adding ice cream and the rest of your Guinness. Top it off with some whipped cream and, oh, right. Alright, so when I put a grocery order in on Instacart, my shopper bought me a large bunch of mint. Way more than I'd need, but even worse, when I opened up the bag, I noticed this isn't even mint. This is fenugreek, and it would be perfect if my milkshake was a curry, but for now, worthless. As a backup plan, I got some of these After 8 mint chocolate cigars just in case, and, well, the beverage isn't really that great. The beer doesn't really change the sauce or add any depth to it like an Irish whiskey would, and somehow this recipe has no limes, and yet too many limes. Lobster head. To top the whole thing off, since it's just ingredients poured over each other, this looks like sewage. Now if you're gonna make this recipe, here's how I would raise the bar, so to speak. Just stir or blend them together. With everything mixed properly, the shake's actually really delicious. Guinness is still the wrong liquor for it, but it's definitely a smoother dessert type of drink. With that said, this was Sheamus Shamrock Shake, and I want to know, what do you think? Would you try a beer and chocolate milkshake? Have you made or had this recipe before, and did you see anything that I may have botched? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to this channel for more, because I want you to be a part of these conversations too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so I want to thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time, fella.